Thank you. Jeffrey Rosen from Lazard. You described earlier the relationship with China that's been developing, an economic relationship. I'm curious how you reconcile that relationship with reports about the treatment by the Chinese of Muslim churches, Muslim mosques, the practice of Islam in China. Whether you're able to use this as a means, the relationship as a means of pressuring the Chinese to perhaps relax in that treatment, and if not, whether you raise the risk of perhaps some of the more radical elements of Islam in Pakistan, acknowledging there's not radical Islams, but there are radical Islamic people who practice Islam who are radical, whether you run the risk of a reaction from them domestically, which could unsettle the country, your country.
Particularly given what the Chinese are doing, with the Uyghurs.
Look, with the Chinese, we have a special relationship, and any of, it's the way China functions, any of issues like these, we talk to them privately, we don't make public statements, because that's how China is. And I again repeat, China has come to a help when we were right at the rock bottom. So I would not publicly talk about it, but just, as someone who has taken over Pakistan 13 months ago, faced the biggest economic crisis, dealing with that. We have a problem in Afghanistan trying to settle that. We are worried about what would happen now with Iran and Saudi Arabia, the United States. That's the other border. So one border Iran, the other Afghanistan, and now with India. I think I've got enough on my plate right now. Wouldn't you say, Richard? What would you do if you were in my position? You'll probably have a heart attack by now.
Unlikely. I would welcome that conversation.
Listen, the only reason I can cope with these pressures is because, when you walk out on not a lot of you won't understand cricket, but imagine, you're walking out on a cricket field, there are 90,000 people in the stadium. You walk 70 yards down into the middle of the pitch, and the worry that you can be out first ball and you will have to walk all the way back with 90,000 people. So that takes character. So you are able to play under pressure once you cope with that, and that's the only way I have coped, and Richard, you would not have been able to. I'm telling you.
Every golfer knows what it's like at the first tee when the crowds are there.
Golf is a piece of cake compared to this.